Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, I will be going over how to do the unlocking the Mechagnome quest line. Now, to even get to this part, you do need to have some requirements met. You need to have the Mechagorian threat achievement done, which is basically completing the entire campaign and then also running the dungeon at the end of it. So to do that, it's just going to take a few hours of your time. If you haven't started yet, the next part is going to be the difficult part. You're going to have to go through the entire Mechagon campaign, run the dungeon. If you just even find one really geared person, just running the dungeon on regular difficulty is fine, and not too difficult, regular mythic difficulty, whatever. The second part's going to be a little bit more rough if you haven't started yet, and that is to become exalted with Rust Bolt resistance. This could take you weeks if you haven't started yet, but that's kind of just the price of allied races right now. Once those things are done, or if they are already done, you'll be able to pick up the quest I just picked up in Borealis, right in front of the inn from Kelsey, Steam Spark, to come over and see how the King of the Gnomes is doing. Not the King of the Mechagnomes, but the King of the Gnomes, Mekkatorque. So we find him over here on the other side of the castle, or the main building, and he is trying to be worked on by the Tide Sages. However, it's not really working. So Kelsey has an idea to take him to Mechagon and see what they can do, since they are not only gnomes, but they also are mechanical in nature, and that's the device he's in is mechanical, and they're just going to see what they can do for him. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get him there. So the first quest from Kelsey is to go get a helicopter thing from right here in Borealis and bring it back to transport the king to Mechagon Island. So you just go over to the point on the map, click on the helicopter, it'll become in tow with you and follow you around, and then you just drop it off, interact, load it up, and then it will start hauling him off to Mechagon. Kelsey says how she did not warn them that they were on their way, so they better hurry up and get there. And so you are on your way to Mechagon. We're going to fly all the way up there. It's west. Again, if you haven't started yet, you need to do a bunch of other crap, but just so you know, it's west of Stormsong Valley. When we get there, we'll turn in the quest. And we're going to start a series of quests now from the Mechagnomes, helping them out, getting what they need to basically repair / heal the king. For the first part, we're going to have to kill robots and kill oozes. The killing robot part's the part in the north, the killing oozes is in the south. The robots you need to kill are just any of the main robots that are in the area. By main, I mean not the scrap bots, not the really small ones. I'll show you an example of that really quickly if you can watch closely to the screen. On the left side here, you'll see two small little scrap hounds. Those aren't going to drop it. You want to kill the bigger robots, and those all have a chance to drop it. The drop rate isn't super high, unfortunately, but I had to probably kill twice as many as whatever you needed for the quest. So if you needed 8, I think I needed to kill like 16 or so. So maybe it's about a 50% drop rate, give or take, maybe a little bit less than that. So now we need to kill the oozes. These seem to drop a lot easier. They can drop off these little small oozes that I'm killing now. They can also drop off the bigger oozes as well. So just kill your oozes, grab your 4 ooze type parts, and then we'll turn these back in at Mechagon as well. Once these are turned in, we'll then get yet again another quest. This goes on for quite a while of getting quests. It's about a 10-minute video. Obviously, it takes a little bit longer to do that because they cut out all the flying and whatnot. So we need to go get the pod. It was captured by a trog, so we're going to head over to the scrapyard, the junkyard type area here. We just need to land here, and they'll jump into the spider bot. And now we will head to where the pod is at in the very southeast corner. It was on its way, and it got snagged by a trog. This trog right here, who's hammering on it like a jerk. Trogs, if they weren't already the enemy of gnomes, are now the enemy of gnomes everywhere because of this. So we're going to kill this trog. And then we're going to go ahead and be able to, it's going to load automatically on the spider bot. You don't have to click anything. And then we'll head back. The spider bot brings it back, goes on its merry way. And then we get the next part of the quest. For the next part, we have 3 different areas to go to and 3 mobs to kill. At least it's 100% drop rate. For the first one, we fly up here. We'll fly to the northern one first. And basically, it's going to be the only mob really there. There are some trogs nearby as well. But you'll go up here and kill this robot and get his parts. And for the next one, we're going to head directly south of where we are. And what we'll end up fighting here is a spider bot, like the one that just helped us. for example. And after you kill it, some technicians will jump out as well, loot it, and you will get your second part that you need. And then we can fly over to the western shore, and this will be why it's so long on the where it can be is it just patrols the board. Try not to pull it where I did. He actually got stuck in these rocks right here. It doesn't appear he can go up. I do assume he could go down. So what I would say is to pull him into the water, pull him into ground level. When I tried to pull him with the rocks, he was evading here, so he actually died in a very awkward way inside the rocks. I was able to loot him still, so I didn't have to kill him twice, but it was definitely a bit of an awkward encounter and an awkward looting experience. I fell into the water first, had to fly back up, land in the rocks, and loot him that way. So a bit awkward. We fly back to Mechagon with our 3 parts. We turn those parts in, and we're almost able to start reviving the king now, actually. So we'll accept the next part, and we need to go talk to different people and figure out what they want in a leader, right? So we're going to talk to all these people. What do you want in a leader? And what it ends up being, to put it mildly, is just they like him the way he is. That old trope, right? So he's fine just the way he is. Let's not improve him, because that's what the Mechagnomes do, right? They do improvements, they do enhancements. But it's deemed that we're just going to keep the king of the gnomes the way he is. People like him the way he is, especially his own people. One of the last people I talked to was an actual gnome saying, yeah, we like him the way he is, kind of thing, like very bluntly putting it that way. So now after you get back, you're going to activate this machine at the bottom here, but it doesn't work quite as intended. There's a bit of a dialogue here that takes a little bit of time. And after that, we're going to have to go get one more part just to make this process work, since it didn't quite work correctly there. And to do this, again, there's a bit of a long dialogue here. We'll just end up meeting up with Kelsey and helping her. So we'll see where that is on the map shortly. So after the dialogue, you're able to complete the quest, accept the next quest, and then mount up, and you're going right in front of the gate, not the gate of Mechagon, but the gate to get to the junkyard thing around Mechagon, the dungeon. So you're just killing the thing that runs out at you. You don't even have to actually loot it, you just have to slay it, and it's like the item automatically is on you, even though it's not in your bag or anything. So you kill that thing, and then we'll head back with the part, and now we have everything we really need to revive the king here. So now we're going to use this defibrillator. So now you have an extra action button, your extra action button 1, I believe. Maybe it's your second one, but your extra action button, and you'll be able to revive the king of the gnomes here with the defibrillator. He sits up, and he's ready to go to work right away, I'll tell you that much. So he's going to stroll his way down here. Like, where the hell am I? What happened? I thought I was at the Battle of Dazar'alor. It's like, man, you missed an entire patch, bro. We could have used you. We could have used you in Nazjatar, right? But we go down here and turn this in. And now, immediately after turning this in, he's like, hey, can you help us kill some crap inside Mechagon? There's a few robots left. So this is going off the lore. So since we already completed the dungeon, if you've done this part, you've had to have completed the dungeon. And so therefore, the dungeon's defeated in the lore, right? So the king of the gnomes, or Mechagnomes, is defeated. And now we need to go back there and kill a few more scrap bots hanging around, and they can fully take it back. So we're going to go through this super teleporter here. And now we're inside, and there's nothing special to do in here, really. It's just running through, killing some mildly weak things. So I'll actually just probably speed this up a little bit so we're not waiting too long for it. But we're just killing some stuff, going up. Just follow the pathing. I only leave this part in so you can see the pathing. The guy spawns in here that we need to kill. If it's not spawned, that's fine. Just wait a little bit. He'll spawn. And then we'll kill this guy. He has a few abilities. It does silence you, so I just bubbled personally and just kept fighting him. We'll turn that into the king. They start talking more. Head up another teleporter. And we're going to go up into the old boss room, which is now where we're going to, make our alliance basically with each other. So once you get in here, there is a speech. You can sit and listen to it if you like, or you can just complete, accept, go through the teleporter into Stormwind City, and we'll just I had a bit of a trouble loading it in here, so I ran back out and reloaded and it loaded fine. But go in here and complete it, and then you will have Mechagnomes unlocked. So now you can, at this point, you could either race change or you can level up a Mechagnome yourself, and there you have it. You have Mechagnomes unlocked. First of all, please subscribe. At the end of the video here, I'll kind of just show you me making my first Mechagnome. But please subscribe to the channel because that helps me out a ton. That's the biggest thing you can do. And hopefully this helped you. And other than that, everybody have a good one.